Now, wasn't that relaxing? What's your scariest experience?
Back in 1986, when I was 5 years old, just a young little squid, something happened one night. Ever since that night, I've never been the same. August 12th, 1986 was the day. I was on my way to the candy store. That one candy store that the Cyclops destroyed in 1999 for some sort of cartoon show. Anyway, while I was there, I bought ink gushers and my favorite jelly tentacles. Well, while I was paying, I saw a $5 bill in the ground, and so I looked behind me, and there was this man. He seemed pretty nice. He had like this red shirt, jeans, and cool combed hair. He said the dollar was his, so I gave it to him. He was a good-looking guy, like one of those wholesome people you meet every once in a while. Very polite, too. He asked me what my name was and how old I was. I told him, I'm Squidward. I'm 5 years old, and I live on Con Street. Then he stopped smiling. He immediately left the store without another word. It was strange. On my way home, I started getting scared because a car was following me. But then I saw it was a black car that had tinted windows. My 5-year-old mind thought it was a superhero because why not? Heroes don't want to be seen. A guy inside opened the car door. He had cool-looking glasses on that made it so that I couldn't see his eyes. He held out the tastiest-looking jelly tentacle I'd ever seen, the banana-flavored one. He said,
If you want this, then come in the car.
I was so excited. I jumped in the car, and then he said,
I'm gonna take you to the land of jelly tentacles.
I was now overly excited. I gobbled that jelly tentacle as fast as I could. I don't remember what happened after that. Fast forward, I don't know how many days, I was tied up on a chair. All my tentacles were twisted and tied together so tightly that I couldn't move. I screamed and tried to kick as hard as I could. This didn't make a difference. That guy I saw in the chair, it was him. The guy I saw at the candy store. I now realize what has been happening. I have been squidnapped. He grabbed a knife from his pocket and then started to stab my tentacles. I was now bleeding, crying and screaming, helpless, hopeless. And then he screamed,
Where are your parents?
I screamed, I don't know. He then began to kick and punch my tentacles. It was the most pain I've ever felt, even worse than anything SpongeBob has done to me. He told me,
You will never see your parents again. No more jelly squids for you ever again. I need you for an experiment. You are a very bad squid.
I have never been more scared in my life. He put on some white gloves, grabbed a needle, and stabbed me in the head, and said,
If this works, you will never ever be happy again. I hate children like you.
He then punched both my eyes, so then both of them were black. Then he started to hit and kick my tentacles again. Then I don't remember anything that happened after that. Fast forward, I don't know how many days. My mom found me. I was laying on the road in front of my house, asleep. She was screaming and crying. She asked where my dad was. I was so shocked. I told her everything that happened to me. She started crying and said that my father went missing the same day I did. But there was a note on his bed. It said, 58 years left. 50 years after that day, August 12th, 1986, would be August 12th, 2036. What's gonna happen on that day? Me and my mother sat on the road in front of my house, crying and hugging for hours. This was my scariest experience ever. I never saw my dad again. The police never found my dad or the kidnapper. I never went outside alone again. I've never been happy since. I've never been the same ever since then.